looking to put a drive together. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll get this up to the 34. Yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Mustang 19. Cut 19. Cut 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And looking to throw, Penix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Looking to throw, Penix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Wilson to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Here's Penix.
And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll throw with Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First down.
Now Penix.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
From 17 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown! A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First down, it's Genty. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
To the air, Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Short throw caught by Pitts. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
An 8-yard pickup brings up 4th down and 1.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
But he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
12 yards.
He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in his first half alone. Now back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Here's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And a huge play that time. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Run play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Results in a 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
And now they'll shift things around. Second and 9 now. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Let's go now. Leading. 79 Broncos. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Track 60. 75.
To throw again is Penix. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. To try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throw outside is complete on the diving effort. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Now they'll change things up. Up the middle, it's Jensen. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Wilson. Completed to Hyatt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. Complete to Jalen Hyatt.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
70 range, 79 Bronco.
Here's Wilson to throw. To the left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready, break. Here we go.
Wilson. He connects with Hyatt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11, Warrior 70. Curt 19, Curt 19. 18, Panther 18,
it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And that will... force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a first down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
60 back, Buffalo 18. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warriors 17. Boys on the board, boys. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneers.
Here's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Santos with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Again to Montgomery out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos. 18 Rebels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now Pennick's going to hold on to it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Now he's loose again.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Santos set to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air, Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They are going for it. Penix. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good for a 1st down. 24 yards.
They're looking to throw. Penix. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Penix. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Team 42. Visitors 34. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing is Wilson. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
That's a gain of 8.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to 60.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Wilson to throw.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's first and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that.